Welcome back! If you are enjoying this content and it is helping you travel smarter, please hit the like and subscribe button so you never miss a video. Colombia has had one of the most dramatic reputation turnarounds of any destination on Earth over the past 2 decades. The country that most of the world associated with instability and danger for much of the late 20th century has become one of the most talked about and most visited destinations in South America. The transformation is real, the tourism infrastructure has developed significantly, and travelers who go in prepared consistently describe it as one of the best trips they have ever taken. This video covers what to know before arriving, where to spend the time, and how to move through the country sensibly. Colombia is the only country in South America with coastline on both the Pacific Ocean and the Caribbean Sea. It has Andean mountain ranges running through its center, vast Amazon rainforest to the south, and a coffee-growing region in the middle that produces some of the most respected coffee in the world. The variety packed into a single country is genuinely remarkable and gives it an appeal that goes well beyond any single type of traveler. The main entry point for most international visitors is El Dorado International Airport in Bogota, the capital. Bogota sits at an altitude of around 2,600 meters above sea level. That is roughly 8,500 feet. And the altitude hits harder than most first-time visitors expect. The first day or two after arrival should be kept deliberately light to allow the body to adjust. Headaches, fatigue, and shortness of breath are entirely normal for the first 48 hours at this elevation. Drinking plenty of water and avoiding heavy physical activity on arrival day makes the adjustment significantly easier. Bogota itself is a city of genuine contrasts. La Candelaria, the historic centre, is dense with colonial architecture, street art museums, and the kind of urban energy that rewards walking slowly and looking up. The Gold Museum, the Museo del Oro, contains one of the most extraordinary collections of pre-Columbian gold artifacts in the world, and is considered one of the best museums in South America. The Zona Rosa and Parque no Venta y trade neighbourhoods in the north of the city offer a completely different experience. Upscale restaurants, rooftop bars, boutique hotels, and a social scene that runs late into the night. Most experienced travelers recommend at least 2 full days in Bogota, and 3 allows the city to begin to make real sense. From Bogota, the most popular next stop is Cartagena on the Caribbean coast. The historic walled city of Cartagena is one of the best preserved colonial cities in the Americas and is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Walking the walls at sunset, getting lost in the colour-saturated streets of the old city lined with bougainvillea-draped balconies, eating fresh ceviche in the market at the base of the clock tower, Cartagena, at its best, is extraordinarily beautiful. The city does get busy with tourists, particularly in the high season between December and March, and some travellers find that the relentless attention from vendors in the old city wears thin. Getting out into the Getsemani neighbourhood, which sits just outside the walls, gives a more authentic and considerably more relaxed version of the city. The islands of the Rosario archipelago, accessible by boat from Cartagena, offer excellent snorkeling and a day away from the urban intensity of the coast. Day trips are straightforward to organise and widely available. Medellin is the city that surprises most travellers the most. Once one of the most dangerous cities in the world, it has undergone a genuine and well-documented urban transformation over the past 25 years, and is now widely considered one of the most innovative and livable cities in Latin America. The cable cars connecting the hillside neighbourhoods to the metro below, the outdoor escalators serving the steep comunas, the world-class botanical garden, the extraordinary museum dedicated to the sculptor Fernando Botero. Medellin rewards genuine exploration and tends to hold visitors longer than they plan to stay. El Poblado is where most travellers base themselves. It is safe, walkable, full of good restaurants and cafes, and has excellent transport connections to the rest of the city. 2 to 3 days is a minimum, and most travellers wish they had given it more. The coffee region, the Eche Cafetejero, is the area centred on the town of Salento and the surrounding coffee, Fien Cars. A coffee farm tour in this region is one of the most genuinely interesting agricultural experiences available to a traveller anywhere in the world, walking the fields, understanding the difference between varieties, seeing the processing from cherry to dried bean, and drinking the freshest possible cup at the end of it. The Cocorá Valley near Salento is also home to the wax palm, the national tree of Colombia, which grows to extraordinary heights along a hiking trail that is considered one of the most beautiful in the country. 2 days in the coffee region is sufficient for most travellers though. 3 allows for a more relaxed pace. On safety, Colombia has improved significantly as a destination, and in the most visited cities and tourist areas, the experience for international travellers is generally positive. That said, staying aware, not displaying expensive items openly, using reputable transport, and asking accommodation staff for specific neighbourhood guidance before exploring on foot are all sensible habits that experienced Colombia travellers consistently recommend. Local knowledge from trusted sources matters more here than in many other destinations. On food, Colombian cuisine is hearty and deeply satisfying. Bandeja paisa is the signature dish of the Antioquia region, a massive plate of beans, rice, ground meat, chicharrón, a fried egg, plantain, and arepa, the ubiquitous corn flatbread eaten at every meal across the country. Ajiaco is a Bogota specialty, a thick, warming potato and chicken soup that is exactly what is needed on a cool Andean evening. Fresh tropical fruit in Colombia is extraordinary, elulo, maracuya, and guanabana are all worth trying in juice form from any market or juice bar. Colombia is a country that gets under the skin. The warmth of the people, the variety of the landscapes, the quality of the food, the energy of the cities, it delivers on its growing reputation as one of South America's great travel destinations. Go in prepared, stay aware, and it will almost certainly be one of the most memorable trips taken.